Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to Goonies World. My name is Meanie, also known as Ryan, and I am joined once again by Mr. Johnny Farrow, also known as Sean.
Hey!
Just one? I was waiting for the other one.
I'm trying to break the mold.
Where's the other
breaking
two?
the mold. Hey. Sorry.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get too predictable.
Yeah. That's right. I'm going to do D3 Haze from now on. Yeah.
Lunicorn, also known as the Laughing Lynn.
Hello.
And it wouldn't be Goonies World without Goonie, also known as Colin.
Well, hello there.
Hello. And welcome back, everybody, to Warhammer, where we are having a rough night at an inn known as the Three Feathers. It hadn't really been too rough up until this point. Not to do too much of a recap, but I mean, Oswald had an arm wrestling contest, and you had some dinner, and stuff seemed to be going pretty well. And then things started getting a little rough, though, fairly recently here. You had run into the Graven's lawyer attempting to haul a corpse. That caused some issues. Went back to your room, found a corpse there, declaimed that, and then almost as soon as that had happened, before any thing else, came a pounding on the door of the inn, where a foppish blonde noble in a half-buttoned silk shirt burst in downstairs and began screaming at the top of his lungs. He was looking for this Friedrich fellow, and the sound of a struggle and such. But he forced his way upstairs and kicked down, with the help of his three burly associates, one of the doors. And just so happened that the door right there at the top of the stairs was, in fact, holding the persons that he was looking for, which caused him to immediately squeal with delight and proceed into the room along with his associates, who, from the sounds of the struggle, appeared to be holding down the occupants of the room. And then this nobleman apparently began beating this person who you had known up until just now as Schmidt. And this is where we are going to sort of start. I'm going to go around. I mean, I know what everybody else is going to be doing, but we're going to kind of do this in a combat kind of way. So if everybody can just tell me what you intend to do, we're going to do this in rounds. This round, and then we will roll initiative for various parties.
Well, I am adopting defensive stance and standing in the doorway of my room.
All right. And what about Oswald?
So he had climbed into bed and was just lying there, and I think then after, I don't know how much he would hear of this horsewhipping that is going on and screaming.
It's literally feet away through walls, yeah, so he would probably hear a lot of it.
So I think he would immediately jump back out of bed, and because his curiosity is going to get the best of him, and he's going to... Actually, I might try to stuff my bed to make it look like I'm lying in bed, like put some pillows in there and clothes or whatever.
Okay.
And then I would go out and see what all the commotion is.
Okay, and Ludmilla
is going to prepare her longbow and then stand behind Rosalind.
All right, so and now I know what you guys are planning to do. Let's have everyone roll initiative, and I will include the Graven's group and such as well.
Okay.
That's 1d10 plus your agility.
It's been a while. Let's dust off them old Warhammer skills.
Indeed, yeah. Well, dude, I sat when I was thinking about this and thinking about what we were going to do today. I'm like, I kept convincing myself that their initiative was a statistic in this edition, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's 1d10 plus agility.
Well, you can look at like I and T for intelligence and get mixed up and think that's for initiative.
Also true.
Yeah, it was in first edition. It was a major stat. But anyway, I got a 42.
All right. 42 for Rosalind. And, I hear something from Ludmila that sounds...
I got a 4.
Oh. 4, but what? How?
Add it to your agility.
Oh, I forgot to add. I got a 14. I'm adding it to
Yeah, your
Agility.
1d10 or
One-
210?
1d10 plus your agility score.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus
Like,
your
how could you possibly get a 4?
I got 6.
No, you didn't get a 6. you roll a d10 and add it to your agility score. So
AG.
AG.
It should be a percentile.
So it'll be like 30 or 40 something.
35 or
Okay,
whatever.
I'm not okay.
I'm leaving all that in. I'm not editing that out. I'm just going to teach you to... Yeah,
Teach you a lesson.
right. You played like a Warhammer campaign with me for like 4 years, too, so...
35.
And Oswald.
45.
Okay, very good. 45. So, actually, that will mean Oswald actually gets to go first. So, Oswald, you do indeed. Well, other things happen, but of the three of you that you know about stuff happening, you do indeed spend some time. Yeah, I assume you're not going to try to make it like super duper convincing, like, you know, on a reasonably close examination, just kind of like somebody opens the door and takes a peek, type of deal. Yeah.
A rush job.
Yeah. In that case, you will have time to get out the door, and you see Rosalind standing outside the door of the room next to you. And are you going to stop, or are you going to just proceed? You have enough time to get past her and around the corner. Is about as far as you're going to have a chance to get.
Yeah, well, I pretty much know what those guys are doing. I know they're waiting because they scream. Well, Rosalind screamed out for
Declaimed,
of course, and so I'm gonna get as far as I can to the source of the commotion.
Okay, well, you managed to get around the corner, and basically, it's not like very far from the edge of the corner to this door that's right here at the top of the staircase, and so you can kind of see in, and you see that there are two of these big burly guys holding this Schmidt guy down, and this blonde dude that I've described previously, but you hadn't seen, with this shirt half unbuttoned, has this belt, and he's just whipping this guy mercilessly. And these guys aren't like holding him; they're just holding him down on the ground, face up, and he's just like hitting him in the face and hitting him. Yeah, you can tell he's got like welts on his face, and he's been hitting the arms, and he's got, he's starting to get welts and stuff, and one of the big sort of burly thuggy guys is holding down the lady that Schmidt had come in with, and she's screaming and crying and no, Thomas, no. But that's about all you have a chance to see. And then Ludmilla was going to grab a bow, I believe.
Yes, I was preparing my longbow.
Very well, and sidling up behind Rosalind.
Yes.
Who was just not doing anything, as I recall, right? Just standing there?
I'm in defensive stance, so
Yes,
I
that's
can't
what I mean.
attack this round, but if anyone attacks me, they'd be at a minus 20 to weapon skill. My older brother taught me this stance.
Which, of course, nobody's here for you right at the moment.
Not
so.
yet. Just in case.
So if Rosalind is going to hold position, I think I might poke out Is there any way that I can, that I have enough to shoot the guy that's holding the lady on the ground that's screaming? Or would I have to move too far to get a clear shot?
Please do not shoot anyone.
Yeah, you would have to. You would not be able to move far enough to get a clear shot, or really any shot, on the guy holding down the woman and shoot right now. Yeah, you could start moving in that direction.
Okay.
But yeah, you wouldn't be able to get there and get a shot in time.
Okay, that's what I shall do then, is just move in a little closer so I can get a shot next time.
No, don't shoot
Start moving in
anyone.
that-
No.
Your boss
He's
is being
holding
very
her
explicit.
on the ground. She's screaming and terrified.
All right, and there will be various other things going on. Let me just make some notes briefly.
Would you prefer I hit him in the head with something
I
instead?
just want you to look at the wounds characteristic on your profile before you get us all into a fight.
All right, so I've taken notes. I know exactly what's going on, and there's a loud ruckus, so there may be things going on that you would hear that you can't because of the screaming and such. I will just have you be aware of that. But aside from the ongoing, screaming of these people and the sort of almost joyous, I mean, this guy's like, "Oh, you think you're such a manly man, don't you?" As he beats this guy with this belt, and of course the woman's screaming at him to stop. And "No, Bram Adler, stop it now! This is not unbecoming of a man of your status."
If you must break it up, do not use lethal force. I yelled at both of them.
All right. Well, we're gonna call that effectively, because there was kind of a round before where he got started and got to the top of the stairs and bashed the door down. That was the first round. This is the second round, or that was just now the second round. This is the start of the third. Oswald, what are you doing?
I will just probably say, hey, some of us are trying to sleep. What are you doing going on whipping that guy?
Sleep. Sleep. Such a trivial matter. If this man is having relations with my betrothed.
Oh, well, it's none of my business. Just wondering what was going on here. It looks like you whipped him good and hard enough times. Maybe you should call it quits and let us get some rest.
Okay, yeah, that sounds, I mean, I don't know if you have, persuasion or maybe even just a raw fellowship type test, but he is kind of drunk and he kind of wants to just kill this guy, to be honest, so.
Okay, yeah, it'll just have to be fellowship, I think.
I won't give you the -20 because he is a little drunk and possibly persuadable that maybe he shouldn't actually just murder this guy in public.
Yeah. No, that's an 80.
I'm sorry, I must do what must be done, he says, and continues flogging this guy as the woman continues to scream in protest. And I forgot to ask you in advance. Well, whatever, we're just going to do it like a normal combat anyway, rather than declaring everything in advance. So, Rosalind, what are you doing?
Well, at this point, I think I better stride down the hallway and stop in the doorway. Say, no, please, wait. Think of your family. You could bring great shame, more shame than has already been brought upon them by this cuckoldry. Think of the legal implications. You must stop, please. And I'll lay my hand on his arm. I'll try to be charming. I'll try to calm him down one last time. And
I mean, any kind of persuasion or noble?
Yeah, I have charm, and I have because one of my talents, I have a bonus to this. I'm a schemer, so I can get a +10 on this test. If you would consider this intrigue related, I guess I'm intrigued because I don't give a shit. But I'm going to try to charm him with my fellowship, and but I don't miss it by much. I miss by 5. Maybe he didn't like me laying my hand on his arm. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk him down.
You seem to stir something within him with that close of a miss, but it just not quite enough to get him to actually stop, which I think Ludmila would notice, but I don't know what... Well, we're going to find out. What does Ludmila do?
Okay, well, I've been asked not to kill anyone, so I am going to remove one of my boots, and I am going to beat the man that is holding the woman about the head and shoulders with the boot and say, "Unhand that woman! Unhand her right now!" While I'm beating him with my shoe.
Okay, well, I mean, his assignment in this moment is to just hold this woman down. So he can't really defend himself. That's going to count as just an improvised weapon. Make a weapon skill.
Beating him with your boot.
Boot beat,
right.
bitch.
Boot beating.
Boot beating bitch. Ow. Nope. I rolled a 54.
Well, that's actually probably better for you because you don't actually hit him, which if you had, it might have been worse. We'll never know since you didn't, but you walk in there and you swinging your boot around, and he's like holding her down, and he's just like squirming out of the way like, "What the fuck is this crazy lady doing? What the fuck is this shit? I didn't sign up for this shit." All right. Well, that was the third round. So for you guys, let's see. Other stuff is happening. You hear doors in the Graven's wing start opening. And it sounds like people are coming from that direction. You can hear footsteps. They will be here at the start of the next round. They are not here yet. Oswald, what are you doing?
I will look. Now I will probably check out, see who's coming.
You see rounding the corner, and this is kind of the stairs are kind of closer to your wing, and there's a longer-ish hallway down to the other side where the Graven's wing is. And so you see coming around the corner some servants, and then it looks like there's some people coming behind them as well, possibly the Graven, maybe Bruno, you're not really sure, you can't make them out yet, but at least a couple servants and probably a couple more people are coming.
Okay.
Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
All right, Rosalind.
All right, now listen, this is actually... The Graven's people can handle this. I'm going to move my full movement back towards the room, and I'll call after to you all. Remember, we have a greater mission in Crode. We're merely stopping here for one rough night before we move on to what we're actually set out to do. We shouldn't become embroiled in this. However, I'm not going to order you, despite what you might think. And
Good.
be it on your own heads, and I won't lie for you when they ask what happened later.
All right, and so Rosalind, you go back to your room. Do you close the door?
No, I'm going to go back to where I was. I got to serve the interests of my house first. And so I'm going to go back and readopt my defensive stance by the door, just in case everything goes to hell.
All right, and Ludmila.
I will retreat as well.
Okay, back to the room then?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, indeed, and this is all right around, as I was saying, 11:30 to 11:40ish that this is happening, for future reference. Several servants, Bruno, and the Graven all stream around down the hallway into this area, Oswald, where you still are. And, in this guy immediately becomes deferential, recognizing who this person is. And she's like, "What is the meaning of this?" And Bruno's just standing there, like she hasn't even asked him to do anything. He's just standing there looking intimidating, right? "What is the meaning of this interrupting our sleep trap, our attempts to sleep here at night? What is this buffoonery?" And I'll give her a little test just to see what happens. "Well, I'm sorry, Graven. I didn't realize you were staying here tonight. I am so sorry. I allow me to take my fiancée here, and I'll take my leave." And since I don't want to sit here and go back and forth with myself role playing for the next 5 minutes,
Right.
Basically the gravitas of the Graven and her entourage cow this asshole, but the Graven's judgment is that he gets to take the woman with him, and I mean, if you're gonna let him go, you could just let him go. But I don't know how happy anybody might be that this guy who was beating the shit out of this dude for having an affair might do the same to his fiance. So.
Well, we have no way to know that, and you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I'm not a prude, but adultery does have its unintended consequences.
Yeah, I don't know what sort of moral characters we are. I mean, certainly Oswald is probably not the most moral person and would probably not care too much, not lose too much sleep over this domestic abuser.
Okay. I'm not judging anybody who may or may not intervene. I'm just giving you the option. So, if nobody's gonna try to stop anything, then the Graven is gonna allow this Thomas Pramhandler guy to take his fiancée and depart, and leaving Schmidt bruised and bleeding on the floor of his room here at the inn, having been beaten the shit out of by one Thomas Pramhandler. And the Graven and her entourage will go back to their wing and attempt to go back to sleep.
Pramhandler.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't name him, man. Go ask Graham Davis.
Graham Davis, you wacky fella.
I think this is. I'm not actually sure. And anyway, so with that, what are you guys going to just try to go to bed too? The situation seems to have basically been resolved. Without much intervention on your part, anyway.
I think I should do something about the corpse on the floor of my room. And so
see that was kind of forgotten about in the larger scuffle.
I'm going to Ludmilla, would you please go down and fetch the master of the house and bring him up here discreetly and quietly? I'm going to...
Only if you say my name right.
Ludmilla.
Not quite.
Ludmilla.
Thank you. Yes, I will.
I'm like gritting my teeth, like showing like so much patience, trying not to fucking explode, to try to be pragmatic. Okay, I know I can't boss you guys around too much because I need you to the next, adventure. But yeah, I'm going to stay here just because I don't want some hijinks where we go down and come back up and the body's missing. I'm going to keep an eye on it right here.
Sound plan, ma'am. Miss? Milady?
Just get going. Thank you.
Very well. So you go down and you retrieve the innkeeper, the landlord, or the barman.
The owner.
Yeah, the landlord guy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Or landlord, yeah.
Yeah. So innkeeper, landlord, same thing. There's that guy, and then there's the bar guy, who are not in this particular adventure for whatever reason the same person. So yeah, and you get him and bring him upstairs, and he's just acting very confused. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't appreciate this. But and he gets up to the room. He's like, "So what's going on? I've been told there's some sort of problem, but I would not. Your servant or whomever would not tell me what the problem is."
Yes, my good sir, take a look at this, and I'll gesture dramatically towards the corpse in the center of the floor in my room.
Well, how'd that get there?
Well, that's my question. I'm simply reporting it. I don't know if you have a magistrate or master of the watch or anything near here, but I walked in here, it must have been about 11:15 or 11:20, just before the fiasco we all just witnessed. Yes, here he was. I believe I didn't examine the body thoroughly. It looks like he'd been smashed in the back of the head, blunt force trauma. And I just walked in here, and here he was. And now I'm reporting it to you. And I would like another room, please. For starters.
Oh, well, so you're telling me you came in here? Well, you came in here before, though, right?
I came in and I checked the room, and we walked away and dealt with another issue with a guest. When I came back, I think it must have been about 11:15 or 11:20, somewhere in there. Perhaps I originally checked the room well after 10. There could have only been a 15 or 20-minute window, and I wasn't in there. And I don't even know who this man is. And I'm happy to cooperate with any authorities that may be present, because I have nothing to hide. I'm a member of the House Falkenheim, with all the appropriate legal representation at my disposal, should it come to that. Or perhaps things could be handled quietly and discreetly, so that no one's house is brought into shame, or no one's tavern.
Right. Well, you can have the room right across, and he points to the room directly across from yours.
Thank you.
And he is kind of a pretty big guy. He is, but he literally hoists this corpse up over his shoulder. He's like, "I'll take care of this," and he walks off with it.
Well, do you know who it was? I'll say. I'll walk down the hallway a bit. Well,
not my problem, he says.
All right. You're the master of the house. I trust you to be the master of your own castle, then. All right. Now listen, friends, I know we're all burning with curiosity, but it's best that we not get ourselves too deeply embroiled in these things.
I'm assuming I walked back to their room.
But if anyone gets embroiled, it should be you, because you're... Yes.
Well, I'm just... I don't think we can just go to sleep without finding out what's in that crate, at least.
I know, it's the most concerning thing here.
I had a great plan. I don't even know if I should tell you, because you're going to say it's not a great plan.
That's not true. I am a great delegator.
But, we could just go up to the... Well, I could just go up to the Gravin's room, right? Knock, say,
It's a terrible plan.
say, Ratcatcher, landlord, wanted me to... there's some reports of some rats in the building, and got to go in there and set some traps. And then we have a look around. Well, I'll look around and see what's going on in the room.
Well, I don't think the crate's in the Gravin's room.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, I think you're getting a couple different.
No, I know, but I could talk to her and find out what she knows, maybe. Not that she'd tell me, but...
Or
Yeah, I just think the Gravin is, she's definitely involved.
I very much doubt that. Now, the people who brought that in were all cloaked and hooded, yes? They were wearing robes, we can all agree. They were black.
They were
black, were they not?
They look like priests of Mor.
Priests of Mor.
That's what they look
Yes. Now,
like. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what you'd have thought anyway. I mean,
oh my God. I, as a player, just thought of something that my character might not.
your character doesn't know it, I'm sure, but you've played this adventure
Yeah,
before.
now things are starting to click. Things are starting to come back to me. It's been, like I say, 20 years, but... Well, priests of Mor no doubt know what they're doing. It's probably a corpse of some kind.
Yeah, well, I think they're misplacing some of their corpses.
Yes, how many corpses are we going to encounter?
This was the same crate that was to be delivered to a boat, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Sometime in the middle of the night. So you don't have long to...
Yes.
I don't know what the Gravin would know, but if you'd like to go flirt with the Gravin in the middle of the night, be my guest.
I mean, everybody did just go back to
Yeah.
bed. I don't know if anybody's going to.
You might be the next person to be getting a beating if you do.
Well, it's just that, you know,
Yeah.
all these crazy cults, they're all... It's always the nobles that are involved in what's, you know, this chaos worship and all that. It's never the commoners. They're always up to no
Perhaps.
good.
And what do you make of that, Ms. Falkenheim?
Some arguments are just beneath my dignity. Yeah. But I don't disagree.
Perhaps we have to check you for too many nipples.
I rather thought it might come to that with you.
As a giant, Slaanesh cock falls out of her pocket.
Right. And if only you guys knew the history of extra nipples and Slaanesh cocks in our off-mic play of Warhammer over the decades. But
Yes, indeed.
yeah. But no, that
Well,
I admit,
all right.
if there's something we need to do anything about, it's that.
Well, maybe I could just change the plan up to where I go to where that room with the crate is, and I do the same routine about rat catching.
All right. Now, was the entrance to that place from the outside? Like, you had to go outside to get to that room when Lynn was sneaking around out there earlier?
There was a door inside at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
But we saw something that indicated that there also might be another exit that goes outside.
Is that right, Ryan?
Wait, so are you talking about when Lynn? Because as I recall, Ludmilla had when the guy is with the crate, had the crate moved the crate inside. She kind of followed them, and so the crate was unloaded off of a carriage that had arrived, and they, for whatever reason, didn't seem like they wanted to bring it through the main bar area, so they brought it they carried it out. They unloaded it from the carriage and carried it to this other door, which is where you saw them go in. But then when you tried to get in, it was locked, and you were going to wait for them to come back out, but they never came back out.
Okay.
So that could be a room that has two different. Yeah. Well, we'll be behind you, but several steps behind you, just in case. I can't.
So who's doing what? Sorry.
Well, yeah. So it's a plan. They're gonna follow me. Well,
We'll be within.
talking to you guys.
We'll be within earshot. Yes.
Yes, you guys follow me, and I'm gonna go knock on this door with the crate, and
Oh, outside. So you guys are going downstairs and outside.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you all go back downstairs through the bar area and out the front door, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you go out the front door, around the thing, into this door, and knock on it. Oswald's knocking on the door while what you guys are just kind of nearby.
Well, kind of like hang back to where we're not immediately visible to anyone who opens the door. Kind of, I was imagining like, towards the other end of the courtyard, but within earshot, and a quick move up there if we had to, in case somebody like shoots them with a crossbow bolt when they open the door. I don't know.
All right. Well, you knock on the door. I mean, the room, and I don't know. Do you do anything before you knock on the door, or just gonna straight up just beat on it?
Well, I'm gonna make sure I have brought my small but vicious dog with me.
Yes, small but vicious dog is, I suppose. I don't know where else it would be.
Yeah, and I've got my pole with my rats on it, so I look the part of a rat catcher. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. I'm just going to start knocking.
So, Oswald, you're kind of just, you just making sure you got your dog, and you making sure you got your pole with the rats on it and all this. But you notice while you're kind of going through your stuff that your dagger, which had like a little engraving of a rat on the handle, is missing.
Well, wait a minute here. My dagger's missing. What the hell?
Would you only notice because you just happened to be going over your stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's suspicious. Do I still have my sling?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we are embroiled in this. No matter what, it's too late. We're in too deep.
Well, I better check my bag.
And you do. Yeah. Everything seems in place where it should be.
Good.
I don't think I don't remember stabbing anyone and leaving my dagger inside them.
You better hope.
No, I don't.
You better hope there's somebody to find a corpse with your dagger in it somewhere in this building, because that would not surprise me at this place.
See, I knew they were they'd frame the rat catcher. Yeah, I'm too easy of a target. Is anyone coming to this bloody door?
Yes, I'm right behind you.
Well, you hadn't knocked. Yeah. You hadn't knocked yet. I just wanted to make sure you were aware before you knocked that you noticed your dagger was missing. But if you were going to, with that information, go ahead and knock anyway, then yes, we can have that scene. So, you knock, and you hear some confused noises from the apparently several people who are in here, and there seems to be a brief discussion about who's going to open the door. And the general consensus seems to be that no one should open it because it's probably a beast man. And you hear somebody says, "Don't be a fucking idiot. Beast men don't knock on the fucking door." And
Beastman here, Beastman, got a delivery.
And so the door eventually opens, and you see one of the serving girls who was working in the bar earlier, standing there, kind of in night clothes, and you can see that there's a couple bunks here. This is apparently some kind of room where the staff sleep. I mean, because you're not in the middle. You're in the middle of nowhere. There's no town nearby. I mean, everybody's got to fucking sleep here, right? So, but anyway, she's like, "What can I do for you? You're one of the guests, aren't you? Staying in upstairs."
Well, I was hired to get some rats. The landlord hired me. Got some reports of some real big, nasty rats, and we heard they were going about this room here. Yeah, I'll just be a minute here. I'm trying to just walk right in. Just
Well,
kinda-
you push. Yeah, you push past her. She doesn't put up any resistance. She's just like a teenage girl. I mean, she's not gonna like try to block you or anything. So you can just push past her. But she does say, she's like, well, I haven't seen any rats. I don't know what this was. I don't see. Have you seen any rats, Teresa? No, I haven't seen any rats. And they're like, well, I don't know, but they're not. They're not screaming, or they just seem confused, really.
Yeah. Well,
So yeah.
we just my dog can sniff them out. He could smell a rat from a mile away, and so can I. We'll just check around here, maybe set some traps if needed. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
They seem fucking creeped out more than anything, and they just like crawl in bed and like cover themselves up and look weirded out as fuck. But so yeah, aside from the door that you came in, you see there's another. There's only really one other door, and you really don't know where it goes to.
And now, is the crate still in this room?
No.
No, it's not.
No.
Okay. Well, seems to be clear of rats in here. Let me just check back here, and I'll go to that other door and open it. Or try to open it.
Yeah, it's not locked. You can open it. It's dark. Do you have a lantern with you? The other room is lit. This one is not.
I don't think I have a lantern.
Well, with the ambient light, you can see that this is just kind of a hallway, and it's empty. I mean, the crate isn't in here. That much is clear. There are at least several other doors going off in different directions from here to elsewhere, but how far you want to pursue this without a source of light, and how far you want to push your ability to keep this facade up, it's up to you.
Yeah, I probably will not wander down to a dark area by myself with no light, so I'll have to go back and say, well, we still got to check out that area there, so I'll be back.
Well, okay.
Don't mind me.
Hopefully not tonight. We were trying to get some sleep.
Well, you're not going to sleep much if the rats are crawling all over you. Like I said, big, nasty, nasty rats. They can chew right through your bones.
Oh, God. Well, with that lovely image in their fucking heads, I assume you leave these staff people to their nightmares.
Yeah, I'll go out and I will tell the others what I saw. You think we ought to go check out that other room?
Quite, yes. I shall go upstairs and procure us a torch.
Well, we can always just get one of the lamps from our rooms as well. Less smoky than a torch. However, it may be that we don't have to walk back through that way if we can reason out. You said there's a hallway and it runs back to that outer entrance. It obviously goes into the building deeper, yes? So perhaps there's some other way into that hallway from in here. I don't want to overthink it, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, they're not going to stop us anyway. It's just servants. The crate's not in there, like I said. So I think we just go right in there, bring the lantern with us.
All right, Ludmila, run back upstairs and fetch the lantern from the room.
Right away, milady.
Okay, and you guys are just going to wait here?
Yeah, I'll just wait here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, this is going to get very interesting very quickly. So, Ludmila runs back to the front door, enters the bar room, where she sees, well, a concerned-looking bartender behind the bar. No one else is in the bar at the moment, but from upstairs you can hear some thumping and banging and hollering and commotion, which is where you were heading anyway. So you go upstairs, and you, just at the top of the stairs and around the corner on the same side of the hallway as the stairs, you see the innkeeper, landlord guy, standing in front of one of the doors. And there's a couple of the Graven servants angrily protesting that he let them in to this room when this is the room where the noises are coming from. And he's like, but so you come up and sort of pop yourself into this scene. You can ignore them and run to the room and get the thing and go do the stuff downstairs that you're trying to do, or you can interject yourself into here. It's kind of, it's you don't. I mean, you have to decide pretty quickly because obviously you're gonna see what this is and either get involved or ignore it. Basically,
What's going on here?
what? Oh no, you two! Look, there's these initiates. There's something going on in the room, but they can't be disturbed.
Why not?
Look, it's part of the ritual. They gotta be allowed to perform their rituals and stuff. You can't interrupt them.
Well, are you sure performing a ritual in the middle of the inn, or, well, in a room in the inn is a great idea?
It's necessary to make sure that the spirit... Anyway, look, I'm not a cultist of Moore. I don't know all the details. All I know is they paid very well to not be disturbed. And I'm not going to allow anybody to disturb them.
Fine. Just let me get my lantern out of my room, and I'll be on my way.
Right, so again, like I said, and you go off to the room and retrieve the lantern. But I want just to make clear, it's just the Graven servants at this point standing out there. If the Graven herself gets involved, then all of a sudden he's going to have to defer to her. So anyway, yeah, you go, you get the lantern. And I'm assuming you're running back down and running to the room, grab the lantern, run back downstairs, and you meet your friends outside this door once again.
They're in there performing some type of ritual.
In that case, I don't think we need to go through the...
Well, maybe it goes right to their room. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, let's just have a peek in there.
All right.
You guys are just my rat-keeping assistants. Rat-catching assistants.
That is not a plausible story.
Well, you're going to have to dirty yourself up some. Yeah, I've got some filth.
That will do. No, thank you. Let's just go. Lead the way.
Are you sure? I've got plenty of filth.
I know you do. Lead the way, please.
Okay. Yep. I'm back. We're just going to check out this back hallway here. Just don't move too suddenly, because the rats might sense that and they're attracted to motion. So just keep perfectly still in your beds. Don't mind us.
All right. Well, they're not stopping you. So you get into this little hallway type area, and there is one door on your left, two doors on your right, and one door on the same wall as the one you walk through.
Well, how many on the left?
One.
Okay. I'll check that one out first.
You open it up, and you see barrels and packages of flour, and this is obviously some kind of storeroom or pantry or something. There is a door on the right from this room as well.
I'll quickly go and open that up.
You open that up, and let me just make a dice roll to see if there's anybody in here. So there is, at this particular moment, nobody in here. But this is, you open the door into a very large room where there are fires and pots and pans, and this is clearly the kitchen, there is nobody currently tending any of the pots, probably because it's so late at night. There's not, it's too late for dinner, etc. But somebody was in the middle of chopping stuff. There's like a knife on a cutting board, so like they're prepping stuff for tomorrow or whatever. There are, aside from the door that you came into, there is a door to your left, a door directly across from you, and a door to the right, and a staircase going upstairs.
Okay, I'm going to grab that cooking knife.
Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, just to make sure. What do you guys want to go upstairs to where the stuff's going on?
Yes, I would agree. You go first.
All right. Yeah, we'll go upstairs.
All right. So you go upstairs, and you find yourself in a small, dark room, and you can obviously hear all this stuff going on. But this is just like a small upstairs room, and you why exactly this is here is not immediately clear, but you're going to have to explain to somebody why you come up these stairs and are coming in this way, because you can hear the innkeeper like shouting just outside, basically just outside this door, a few feet away. So that's, if you want to make that explanation, that's fine with me. It's going to be awkward.
So there is somebody in here?
No, there's nobody in here. But if you pop out this door,
yeah,
you're gonna pop out right in front of this innkeeper who's still trying to keep people from going in this room. Not this room that you're in, but the room down the hall from here.
Okay. Well, I don't know. We could try to listen to see what's going on, but
I would... Now listen, if the initiates or priests of Moor are conducting a ritual, that is probably not a normal corpse that they're dealing with. I believe there's a corpse in that crate. They want to get it to safe burial or something. But why the need for a ritual?
well, maybe they're trying to resurrect somebody.
I don't know if they resurrect people. I'm just saying, we want to make sure we don't interrupt someone who's trying to do some good work just because we're burningly curious.
Yeah, they're not up to any good work. They're doing something nefarious, I'm sure. It's all nefarious.
Well, when it comes to nefariousness, I will consider you the expert.
And I would point out that given all of the things that have happened up to this point in the evening, if you pop out of this door where you're not supposed to be, the chances of you being suspected of doing something nefarious yourself just went up about 100%.
I think we should continue our search for this crate.
I think we already figured out where the crate was.
The crate's in the room
Crate.
where they're doing the ritual.
Oh.
Yes. Probably our best. If we're really that curious, we should... They're going to have to transfer the crate to the boat at some point. We should just lurk and wait.
Just intercept them.
Intercept them, yes.
Yeah, well... maybe you should go back down, have a look around some of those other doors, make sure there's no other corpses lying around. And then, what was it, midnight or something? They're gonna take the crate out?
Well, I don't know the exact time. We'll have to be vigilant.
Yeah, it's a little bit after midnight right now, actually. They were supposed to take the crate out around midnight, or a little before midnight, but they didn't because the boat didn't come, it seems.
Oh.
Because it's out, so...
Well, maybe something's gone...
Do with that what you will.
Maybe something's gone terribly wrong.
Yeah, there's something has happened that has caused some problems, I think. So...
Then perhaps we should, you guys are correct, we should march right up those stairs and put a stop to whatever unholy terror is happening above us.
Or at least offer our
Or down the hall.
Or at least offer our assistance.
Well, you may not have to because as you can hear, I mean, now you're still on the second floor in this little dark room at the top of the kitchen stairs, right? Yeah, okay. So as you're having this conversation, you hear the actual Graven herself start yelling at the innkeeper that this is this is completely unacceptable, and this noise must be brought to bear immediately so we can all get sleep. We are on our way to a very important trial date, and it's just like very upset, and so she's apparently going to be taking care of this issue as well. And it almost immediately, as soon as she gets involved and starts yelling loudly and throwing her weight around, the noise from the room just stops.
Okay.
Might be safe to come out now.
I'll follow
Well,
you.
I'm going to squeak open the door a little, look out.
3 little eyeballs, Scooby-Doo style, peeking out.
Yeah, we're all...
6.
Yeah, 6.
So you see the Graven walking away back down towards their wing, and you see the innkeeper looking relieved, walking towards the stairs to go back down to the bar area.
Right, coast is clear.
So you guys can retire back to your rooms, I suppose.
Well, did we want to investigate these priests of Moor or whatever?
Well, by investigating them, that would mean bursting in the room, which the landlord won't let us do, and see what they're doing, which is probably a ritual. And
Which apparently is finished, or was finishable on demand by the Graven screaming at them.
So, I guess that depends on what you mean by investigate.
Well, I mean, I think, it might be against protocol or whatever to burst into someone's room, but it's an easy way to get to the bottom of this whole thing. You know, we'll confront them, and we'll see what's really going on here. Then we can all just get some sleep.
Tell you what, why don't you let me think about that for about a week and get back to you?
It'll be fine.
All right, very well. Kick the door in. I'll be back here.
So are you going to go kick the door in on this room?
Well, not yet. I'm gonna go and press my ear to the door, see what I can hear.
Make a perception check.
Intelligence. I got it. 18 out of 29%.
All right. You press your ear against the door, and you hear some stressed voices conversing back and forth. As you pick up something along the lines of, "Well, I didn't want to do it, but he wouldn't stop wrestling me. Well, it's not my fault the boat didn't show up. He wasn't supposed to wake up until after midnight when he's supposed to be well out of here. I didn't want to knock him out like that, but I didn't have a fucking choice. The Graven started gaming it. You know, that sort of thing is what you hear.
They murdered that guy. At least,
Well, or at least knocked him the fuck out.
yeah.
Because he woke up when he wasn't supposed to, apparently.
Why would priests of Moor be trying to keep anyone asleep in a crate?
There are various reasons. And I'm gonna burst into the room.
All right, well, you burst into the room. And you see 3 priests of Moor on their knees around a crate. But I think we'll have to see what else happens in the next episode.
Yeah. Like I said, give me about a week. I'll decide to follow you in about.
Hey everyone, if you like this podcast, consider leaving us a good rating and or review, and subscribe to us wherever you can. We've got a YouTube channel and a Discord server, as well as merchandise available at TeePublic. Find our website at GooniesWorldPodcast.com. Email us at GooniesWorldPodcast@gmail.com. You can find all those links and more at linktree/GooniesWorld. Thanks for listening.